This is Thursday, June 28th, 2018, and we are interviewing external organizations who have made requests for city funding. So please go ahead and introduce yourself and your organization.
I'm Christy Lickey. I'm the Executive Director of the Codington County Historical Society and Heritage Museum.
All right, would you tell us a little bit about your organization and the requests that you've made for funding?
The Historical Society has been around since 1975, and we run and operate the Heritage Museum as a part of our mission. And we also we collect things, artifacts, pictures, papers. We take care of all those things, and we create exhibits to share those things with the public and programs to teach the public about the history of the community, and I think that's pretty much what we do. The funding that we receive from the city goes into our general budget, and we use that to pay the bills. So most of our total budget is about $90,000. Most of that goes to staffing. We don't spend a ton of money, utilities, maintaining the building, paper and craft supplies for programs, but most of it goes to insurance and staff.
Okay, and the city owns the building, and the Historical Society rents it from the city for...
We rent it for $1 a year, and then we're charged with maintaining the building. So we mow the lawn and scoop the sidewalk and paint the walls and pay the utility bill and try to keep it in good shape.
Right. Okay, so this year's request is for $12,000, and you said the budget was about?
It's about 90 depending, yeah.
Okay, and that's just a very slight increase from last year, which was 11.
Yes.
So, okay. How do you measure the success of your organization's program?
We measure our success a couple different ways. One of the ways is through attendance numbers. You know, if nobody's coming, then we're maybe not doing what people want. So we keep track of our attendance very carefully. How many people come in? How many people do we go out to? And over the last 5 years, we've more than quadrupled our attendance. So we've really increased who we're getting to. One of the things that we changed was that we're going out to a lot more people. You know, a lot of people come to the museum, but there are some people who can't, and there are some situations where it's better if we go to them. So we go to a lot of classrooms, and during the winter months, I take a laptop and a projector, and I go to 9 different places, care facilities and nursing homes, and give a historic presentation every month. So we go out to a lot more people. I forgot what the question was.
The question was...
how do we measure our success? Yeah. Okay, so we measure through numbers. We measure through our membership. You know, we get memberships from people. That's one way that we fundraise. So we try to ask our members what they're looking for and if they're pleased with what we're doing. And we also... every once in a while, we survey people online and let people give their feedback that way, and also in the guest book. So our success is measured by people, by membership and donation dollars, and by comments of visitors online and in person.
Obviously, you think having a historical society is important to a community because you're the director.
Yeah.
But can you tell people why you think it's important?
Well, I think history is always important, and especially history downtown. You know, we've been talking a little bit about the downtown lately, and this is the very core of where Watertown began, and it's kind of like our front porch. You know, when you go to a town, their downtown is the room you clean really fast when people are coming over. You know, you want it to look nice because that's the part of town that shows who you are. And so I think the history of our downtown and the history of our community as a whole really show who we are and what we're about.
That's great. What's your greatest challenge?
Well, we have a lot of challenges. You know, running a nonprofit can be a challenge. Raising funds is difficult. Getting people up the front stairs is difficult. Maintaining a historic building can be a challenge because not only is it expensive, but also there's stuff that, you know, modern day contractors don't understand. And finding that one person who understands tuck pointing and how to fix the bricks on the roof to make it work right so that we're not spending money for nothing can be a challenge. So we have lots of challenges, but really I don't think there's one that's greater than the other, really.
Okay, what's your vision for the future of the museum and the Heritage Society, Historical Society?
Well, you know, as a historian and a museum director, the idea is not that we'll have a museum for 5 years and then we'll close up shop and go away. The museum is the long haul. Like in my imagination, 100 years from now, all this stuff still exists and is still being shared or used to teach in some way. So our vision is really the super long term. You know, you don't just close up a museum and then open up another one 20 years from now. This is like a forever thing. And so while we're still thinking of new exhibits that people in Watertown today might be excited about and trying to keep fundraising to keep the doors open and trying to keep all of these things going, our real vision is forever, long term, to keep the people that founded this town remembered, as well as the people that are here today. You know, we did our exhibit last year called Made in Watertown, where we collected all the things that are currently made in Watertown, and we kept a few of them, and we kept all the information. So I'm thinking 100 years from now, somebody's going to be like, oh my gosh, look at all these things that were made there way back in 2017. So our vision is long-term with lots of short-term goals of maintaining and creating a place for people to go. One study showed that going to a museum can lower your blood pressure and make you happier and all this. So just having a place for people to go. And, you know, we're free. So if you want to come to the museum and just spend some time thinking about the world before you were in it, you can do that.
Right. So we are the future's history.
We are. Well, you know what? Yesterday is history, so.
Very true. Okay, if you want the council and anyone else watching this to leave with any one impression or thought, what would that be?
That's hard. One thought. I never have just one thought. You know, I'd just like to welcome everybody to come. I've been at the museum for 6 years, and people still come in and they say, I've lived here for 25 years and never been in this building, or 30 years, or how many people who've never been there? You know, just encourage attendance. You never know what you're missing. And we have a lot of fun stuff. We have a lot of children's activities, a lot of programs for grown-ups, and just, you know, don't miss out.
Right. Very good. Well, thank you, Christy. Thanks for all you do for Watertown. I appreciate it.
Thank you.